we're going to go ahead and click on our rare candy. Inside our rare candy, we're going to start with when green flag clicked, then a show block, then a go to random position. So we're going to have our rare candy move around to random positions on the screen. Again, if you want to make it a little bigger, you can go ahead and add a set size. Maybe you can try 200%, see how that looks. If you want it smaller, you can make it smaller. After that, we can go to Control and add a forever loop. Then after the forever loop, we're going to add an if-then block. Inside our if-then, we're going to be checking if he's touching any of our Pokemon. So to do that, we're going to actually need 2 ore blocks. So go ahead and add 2 ore blocks, one inside of the other. And we're going to be checking if the rare candy is put a touching into each of the 3 diamonds, like so. We're going to be checking if it's touching. Go ahead and select Bulbasaur for the first one, Ivysaur for the second one, and Venusaur for the third one. So if our rare candy is touching Bulbasaur or Ivysaur or Venusaur, we want to gain an extra point. So to do that, first we're going to go to Looks, drag out Hide, and then we can go to Variables, and we're going to drag out Change Level by 1. This way our level will increase. And then we can drag out a Go to Random Position and a Show block. This way our rare candy will move to a new spot on the screen. Okay. After that, all we need to add is one more if-then to make sure the level can't go past 100, because Pokemon can only level up to level 100. So we're going to add an if-then, and we're going to drag out a greater than symbol, and we're going to check if the level is greater than 100. If it is, we're just going to set our level to 100. Okay. Now you can go ahead and test your program and see if whenever you catch rare candies, your level increases. And as soon as you hit level 16, your Pokemon will evolve. And then as soon as you hit level 32, he will evolve into his final form. And if you want to, you can also check for the level 100 limits. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so it looks like I have a small bug. So we're going to go ahead and go to Ivysaur. And we're going to change the level 32 here. Change that to 31. Okay, so inside of Ivysaur, we're going to change the level greater than 32. Change it to level greater than 31. And that should hide Ivysaur just one level earlier. So that way he's not showing when Venusaur needs to appear. Okay. After that, we have a small little bonus. So for our bonus, we're going to be making them animated. So right now you'll notice when we move them, they're not animated. So we're going to go ahead and add animations. So if you don't know how animations work by rapidly changing between images. So you notice inside of, like for example, Venusaur, there's a bunch of different images that make up its animation. Okay, 167 different images. That's how we're going to be animating our Pokemon. So to animate them, I'm going to start with Bulbasaur, and I'm going to drag out one green flag clicked, add a forever loop, and then I'm going to use an if then else. After that, we're going to use key space pressed, and we're going to change it to any. Any. So that means if any key on our keyboard is pressed, we'll be able to make Bulbasaur animated. And then we're going to go to looks and drag out next costume. So this will switch Bulbasaur to the next costume. So for example, if we're on the first one, it will switch to Bulbasaur 2. Then if it'll switch to 3, then 4, 5, etc. After that, inside of the else, we're just going to add switch costume to, and I'm just going to select Bulbasaur. So the very first one. Okay. So now I can go ahead and test Bulbasaur is animated. So when I press my arrow keys, Bulbasaur should look like he's moving a little bit. Okay. Once you've checked that works, go ahead and copy the code into Ivysaur and Venusaur. And then inside of Ivysaur and Venusaur, for each one, you're going to change the switch costume to Bulbasaur, switch it to Ivysaur for Ivysaur, and then Venusaur for Venusaur. Okay. And you can go ahead and check your game works. That's it for today's project. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get notified of our future videos. Be sure to check out some of our other projects on our YouTube channel, and remember to keep coding. My name is Mr. Jared, and I'll see you in the next video.